What's up, fellas? Got another good video today. All right, guys, and for my loyal patrons that like to virtue signal, and like to holler, finally a purpose video. These motherfuckers just virtue signaling. It's like, I am better than the ads video AMS. I'm only here for the purpose videos, you lying piece of shit. You virtue signaling piece of shit. You here for the ass too, motherfucker. Whenever I hear a guy say, finally a purpose video, shut the fuck up. If I only made purpose videos, all you motherfuckers will be gone. I say within 6 months, all that motherfucker, turn that shit into a finance channel. Get the fuck out of here with your virtue signaling. But I'm just gonna play along and just act like y'all just so enthused for the purpose videos. Although every guy in the manosphere, if guys watch the purpose videos as much as they watch the ads videos or the women videos, then that's all y'all would see, but nobody watched them. But anyway, had a loyal patient supporter that wanted me to talk about things that I have already learned from starting my new business. Oh man. Woo! Initially I had said I was gonna wait a year. I don't need to wait a year. I already got a few talking points I want to get off my chest right now, while they fresh on my mind right now. Number one, guys, woo boy, listen, hear me, and hear me well. Most mentors are scammers or frauds. Let me repeat that for the people in back. Most mentors are frauds. Overpromise and underdeliver. They worse than politicians. Now, guys, I'm going to just tell y'all guys, are there some real good mentors out there? I assume there are. But realistically, I bet you most of them are bullshit. Case in point, this person or company, whoever the fuck, I don't know what you want to call it, that I hired to be my mentor, I'm thinking like, okay, I'm sold. I'm ready to put the credit card down. I'm thinking I'm finna get some real tutoring. Man, that generic, I could Google search. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't learned shit that I couldn't have Googled my damn self. And guys, I knew right away as soon as I got in there, I was like, oh, jeez, I got scammed. Now, I'm not going to say who or the company, because I ain't trying to get sued. I have a platform, so it's different when somebody who don't got a platform say something opposed to somebody who got over 500,000 followers say something. So I'm not trying to get sued. Don't sue me, bro. Right? But y'all guys be well. After you get scammed, the first thing by a mentor, the first thing that comes to your mind is then it dawns on you. If I was somebody who had a multi-million-dollar secret, why the fuck would I tell people that? Do y'all guys know why there's only a limited amount of countries that have the nuclear bomb? Because the countries who have it ain't trying to sell a secret. Now, they'll sell you 2 missiles. Yeah, you want 2 missiles? Yeah. America give a country, give some countries some missiles. We ain't finna tell you how to make that motherfucker though. Hell, but we give you $1 trillion. Nah, give me shit. They coveted that secret so much that if you're a country that they don't like, I should say, and they try to find out you making one, they want to try to stop you from making it. So not only are we not going to give you the secrets, if we find out you making it, we going to sanction you. Or they going to try to do some sabotage that we don't even know about. Ain't that something? So why would somebody, a mentor, well, next time y'all want to take one of these mentors, think to yourself, why would somebody who know this 8-figure business want to sell you the secrets for $20,000? After you get your ass kicked and you lose somebody, then you start thinking about these things. Why would somebody do that? Now, guys, I'm going to figure out how to build this business. It might take me 5 years. It might take me 10 years. It might take me 20 years. I'm going to figure it out. But when I do, you better damn well believe I'm not going to sell it in no course or goddamn offer no mentorship for no goddamn $20,000 or $25,000. You out your goddamn mind. It's better if I know it. You think you going to call the Colonel or KFC and say, hey, sell us your goddamn recipe, we're going to give you $20 million? They say, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Hell fucking no. And if we find out you found out how to do it, we going to sue your ass if you use it. So, just letting y'all guys know, most mentors only gonna offer you shit that you can learn on your own. It's not no magical. Everything I did, I learned on my goddamn own. I ain't learned a goddamn thing. And guys, I knew as soon as I joined, I said, man, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I don't even go to their meetings. I wanted one-on-one tutelage. Not none of this school boardroom Zoom call bullshit where you in there with 10 other people. I thought I was getting some one-on-one Zoom call, step-by-step mentorship. That's what I wanted. Not none of this bullshit. So guys, beware of mentors. I'm quite sure there's some good ones, but just be aware and always ask yourself, why would somebody want to sell me that for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000? Why would a guy who knows how to start a multi-million-dollar car lot teach it to you for $15,000? Next, guys, get everything in writing. And I mean everything. So when I was out looking for my office space, went to this building, I saw it, I said, okay, well, I got a few more buildings to go look at, so I'll let you know tomorrow what my decision gonna be. Say, okay, cool. About an hour later, 2 hours later, they text my phone. The guy texts my phone. Hey, if you sign today, I give you 2 months free. I'm like, oh, wow. I said, oh, wow, that's a pretty good deal. So I went and seen one more building, cap on in the back of my head. I said, oh, two months free? That's out of a 12-month lease. That's a pretty good deal. I said, you know what? I text him back at the end of the day or called him. I can't remember. I might have called him and said, all right, I'll be there tomorrow to sign the contract. Cool. Go up there, talk to the guy. This is another guy that showed me the bill. Talk to the guy, and I said, hey, them 2 months still? He said, yep, 2 months, good. Boom. Send me the contract to sign the contract. First month, they send me the bill. So this 30 days later, they send me the bill, or whenever it was prorated, right? And I say, hey, my first 2 months was free. He's like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I'll go back there and fix it. Next thing I know, I get an email. Hey, I'm overviewing your contract. It don't say anything about 2 months free on your contract. I said, no, he texted to me. He's like, oh, well, it's not in the contract. I said, well, I talked to, I can't remember the name. I talked to whatever his name was. He's like, oh, well, he's no longer working with us. That's a classic thing y'all gonna see with fraud people who do con shit like that. So y'all guys, y'all remember me talking about the moving companies that I hired, right? In New York City and here. I had another one, I moved upstairs here. So that's 2 moving companies. Hired a moving company to move me from New York to Atlanta. And then in the same building, I had another moving company move me a few flights up, right? To a bigger apartment. Both times, they can't remember nothing. They can't remember. We didn't agree to that. Both times. Now, these 2 different moving companies, but both times. The first time in New York, they were supposed to take the TVs down and all this type of stuff. They get there. Oh, we don't have that on here. We don't have that on the paper. So I had to pay extra to get them to take the TVs off the wall. Okay, cool. That wasn't a whole lot of money, maybe a couple $100. No big deal. But the other one here, so when I moved upstairs, I redid some of my furniture. So I wanted some of my old furniture. I sent that to my sister in Alabama. I gave that to her in Alabama. the couple TVs, a living room suite. And so she got that stuff. And so they were supposed to move me upstairs and take some stuff to her. Do y'all guys know these sons of bitches didn't have no recollection of me or them agreeing to take the stuff to my sister in Alabama? I had to pay for all that again because it wasn't in writing. Yeah, it wasn't in writing. You didn't get it in writing. We don't got it. We don't got no recollection of it. I said, oh, but they called me the day before the move to confirm everything. I can't remember that person's name, but I said, can you ask her? She's out today. Yeah, she ain't there. We are. She ain't here. She ain't here today. She's sick today. They ain't say she's sick, but she ain't here today. That's what you see when people make you promises that they don't plan on delivering. The person that you talk to, they never gonna be there. Yeah, they ain't here. The guy that promised me the 2 months at the building, yeah, he no longer worked there. He quit. Yeah, he quit in 15 days or whatever it was. I didn't move in on the first. It was prorated. Maybe it was like 20 days, 15 days, but it was prorated, right? Yeah, he quit. He quit in 2 weeks. Yeah, he was here then, but he quit now. No, he had another property you got somewhere else, scamming somebody else and gonna promise them 2 months, and y'all run this same gig over and over and over and over again. That's what we got going on right here. Now, it makes sense that 2 guys showed me the office space instead of 1 guy. Because that 1 guy who allegedly quit, he was going to be the guy that promised me the 2 months, and you ain't going to never see him again. That's how that works. So guys, make sure you get everything that you agreed upon in writing. That wasn't no big deal, it's only 2 months. But I said, man, what if it was something huge? What if it was some 25,000 or something like that? That was only a couple of months. So you just take the hit and it's a lie. And quite frankly, I'm happy with the space. So it's no big deal. And it's not like I lost anything. I'm just getting what I paid for. But I agreed to sign with them and I stopped looking. Maybe I would have found a better spot. I stopped looking because I said, oh, 2 months free. I thought about it and said, don't take that. Maybe I would have found even a better deal. So always get everything in writing. 3 guys, humbling experience. So guys, I've been successful for a while now. I'm not bragging anything. I'm just trying to make a point here. I've been became a personal trainer in 2013. 2014, I made 6 figures. I haven't made nowhere near under that since. So that's a 10-year stretch that I've made over 6 figures, right? And so going out, trying to get these contracts, going to jobs and stuff, trying to get these contracts, these business contracts and stuff. I'm going in these places and I can smell the poverty. Now y'all guys kind of understand, I live in a bubble. So when I was in New York City, I worked at the Equinox. And so I'm around all these successful people and I'm making money, right? Now, I did still live in Brooklyn for a while. Like, I'm trying to think, it was 2017, I think. When I finally moved out of the basement, it's 2016 or 2017. So I was making money a while in the basement because I was trying to put that money into starting a security company, right? So I was still around poverty, but understand that, I live in my little bubble. You live in your little bubble where it's like, okay, I live here, but it's like to work, home, it's like I'm in my little bubble. So even though I was in East New York living in the basement, living in East New York in the basement, although you're in a shitty place, when you look at your bank account, you don't feel poor anymore, if that makes sense. So although my living condition is poor, my Bank of America bank account ain't saying I'm poor. So I didn't feel poor no more. I didn't feel the struggle no more. It's not the same. And quite frankly, guys, even when I was a bouncer, I still had a little savings. So it's like $4,000, $5,000 saved up as a bouncer I had saved up. When I go to these places, I feel struggle. I feel I'm trying to make it to payday. That's what I feel. I don't feel $4,000-$5,000 savings. I feel people that are just trying to make it to each payday. Now that's what I used to feel back in the day when I had bad money habits. Right? That's what I had. Like even when I was in the basement as a bouncer, guys, I was able, even though I wasn't making a lot of money and stuff, I still could put something up. I had developed somewhat good money habits where I learned how to save for a rainy day, right? Because I had them fell on my face too many times in the past. So I had to learn from real life experience, man, put something up. Put something up. And it saved me when that club closed down and I had to go that long period of time without no income, or at least just 1 or 2 days a week while they was remodeling, right? Remodeling, which they did remodel, but I'm just saying, I'm out of work. I ain't making no money while y'all are remodeling, right? But getting back to my point of the video, I kind of like that. I hadn't felt that in years to be around that. Because even when I was in East New York, Brooklyn, I lived in my bubble. I went to work and I came home. I worked all day at the Equinox in Manhattan, and I came home and I go to sleep and I get up and I do it again. It's not like I'm walking around in East New York, Brooklyn, hanging with people and stuff like that. So I kind of was in a bubble, so I was oblivious to it, and it brought me back to a struggle. When I go out to these business, when I see the people working there, it's like I can feel the tension of not making a lot of money and struggling to put gas in your car and putting food on the table. I can feel it. And so when I'm going to these places trying to get contracts and stuff, I'm like, man, you could just feel it. You could just feel it. And I just say to myself, I bet ain't nobody in here got $1,000 to their name. Not on them, to their name. None of the workers. That's what I feel. I feel like nobody who's working there has $1,000 to their name. So it just makes me more grateful to what I have, because you kind of live in a bubble like I am, and then you kind of just like, guys, I don't hang with y'all. Guys know I don't hang with people. I go on, I fuck with my little girls, I do my little videos, and then that's what I do. I be in my bubble. I'm not in the hood all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the block smoking and drinking my 40 back with the homeboy. I don't do none of that stuff, guys. I'm in my bubble. I go on my little dates with my chicks. I make my videos. I watch my sports, and I sit my ass down. That's what I do. So to be around that struggle, it made me more grateful for what I have, and not to take it for granted. And I think a lot of you guys, probably the ones that are doing well, I think a lot of you guys will probably be shocked by that too. Some of you guys who make well over 6 figures and stuff like that, and you've been doing it for a long time, I think a lot of y'all guys will be surprised at how you feel if you just walk into some of these places, these businesses, and you just feel the tension in there. You can feel the struggle. Next, guys, don't sign any contracts that lock you in irregardless of results. So with my marketing campaigns that I did, the one to get the applicants, that worked great, right? The one that I signed to get the business contracts, nothing. And so, but I was locked in to a 3-month contract for both. Now, to get the applicants, that worked great. I mean, I had to tell them to turn the budget down. It was so goddamn many people putting in. But the one with the contracts, that was basically just 10 grand I just threw out the window. So what I learned from that is, going forward is, I would not sign no contracts like that again. So I will have to do some marketing somewhere again. And if I do, when I do run more campaigns, I'm going to do like a Google Ads or something that's, when I want to stop it, I stop it. I don't want to pay if it's not working. Could y'all guys imagine signing up over here to Patreon, and then you locked in for 3 months, 6 months, a year? If you, regardless of you like the contract, the content or not, hell fucking no. You do month to month. If your ass keep putting good content, motherfucker, I'll stay. Or if I feel like I still need you. When I feel like I don't need your little bald-headed ass no more, I'm out of here. That's how it's supposed to be. When I sign my cable contracts, If I don't want it next month, I'm out of here. That's how it's supposed to be. So the point where I'm trying to tell you guys is don't sign nothing. To make sure you negotiate everything you negotiate as far as this, obviously with gym contracts and certain stuff like that. Yeah, you have to sign a contract. I'm talking about stuff that's performance based that you're going to have to pay for irregardless of the results that it's producing. Don't sign that. Anybody who can't do a month to month off of what the results are producing, fuck them. That's what I'm doing for now. You can do what you want to do. You can sign a 3-year contract for all I give a fuck. I'm just telling you what I'm going to do. I'm not doing that shit no more. If it's producing, I'll stay. If it's not, fuck it. Lastly, guys, more productivity from starting earlier in the day. So, guys, a lot of y'all guys might have noticed I make more content now. And you guys like, wow, what got an AMS? Did he get back on his purpose? Once I started my new business, I wanted to be in the office every day by 9, so that means I had to wake up 7:30, right, to be in the office by 9. I take my time, I scratch my ass, I scratch my balls. I ain't finna be ripping and running and getting in the office, so I wake up a little earlier, right? No later than 8, right? No later than 8, but preferably 7:30. Now, waking up that early, what I noticed was I just had the urge to make more content. Now, when I was waking up at noon and going to bed at 4 in the morning, I just didn't have the same urge to make content as much. My mental focus or whatever the fuck it was, I attribute this, guys, to more sunlight. I don't know what the fuck it is. I guess I have to research it one day and find out exactly what this shit's all about, why I'm more productive. Listen, I'm still awake the same amount of hours. So you can't say, well, AMS, you just got more time to do shit. No, I still sleep the same amount of hours and I'm up the same amount of hours. The issue is I just feel like making more content just from waking up earlier than I did waking up later. So I guess whoever said the early bird catches the worm, I guess they knew what the fuck they was talking about, because I just feel more productive in getting shit done. I couldn't even imagine going back to my old way of doing things, of waking up at noon and going to bed at 4 when I was just making my one video a week. Well, if you're on YouTube, you still get one video a week, but you better get that look off your face before I take that away. You better get that damn look off your face. But my guys on Patreon know I'm making more content now. And so it just comes from me waking up earlier. I just feel like making more content. So guys, I'm just letting all my guys who have their own business, who might be like me, just, set their own time and stuff like this and wake up whenever they fucking feel like it, 11, noon. Because for all y'all guys, why the hell would you wake up like that? Because my life was more geared towards the nightlife. So when you if y'all guys knows anything about people like that, what they do is they get their socializing from the nightlife. Since they don't get no socializing in the day from coworkers and classmates and stuff like that, well, then you just switch your life around and you just out every night at cigar lounges or bars or clubs and stuff like that. And that's where you get your socializing from. So that's why my schedule was like that. It was more geared towards a nightlife, club, bar, lounge type nightlife. That's why my hours was like that. But just switching to waking up at the time I'm waking up now, I'm just more productive. Not that I'm getting more hours. It's not like, it's not like I was, now I'm only getting 4 hours of sleeping then I was sleeping 8. No, I still sleep the same amount of hours. My urge to make content, my desire to make content just has increased. So I'm just putting that out there for any of you guys who wake up late and stuff like that. Just know that you probably will be more productive waking up at an earlier time. All right, guys. I hope y'all guys learned something for this. I'll get back to y'all guys later.